All right, so welcome again to MG Sports TV. Welcome to Military Guna TV, people. I am your host, Mario Dakers. And as you can see, all right, so I have a noise in the background. This year video has to do with Mr. New Head Coach, him here, Hallgrimsson. After watching Argentina last night, I definitely have to consider how he will set up his team to face against a very, very tough Argentina team. And based on what I saw last night, I'm telling you, whew, I'm not even sure. But guys, as you guys come in, please do smash the like button. Please do hit the subscribe button. If you're here for the first time, definitely would appreciate it if you guys do so. Now, we got to shout out our new sponsors. As you guys know, we're working with Sub Sports. Sub Sports, you can get your latest apparel from Sub Sports. As you can see here, let me show you guys a bit of what they have to offer. As you can see, even the logo to the right of Leon Bailey's Sub Sports, getting you the better you, is their logo. We're working together with them now, so looking forward to see a lot more introductions, including Sub Sports. You can get your football boots, you can get your football jerseys, your shirt, all different types of Reggae Boyz jerseys, everything. You can get those socks. Extremely comfortable, people. I'm telling you, when you put them on, it's those non-slippery type of socks. With the we call that now the cushion under the bottom of the socks. But definitely, you can get your latest apparel. Just contact us, people. Definitely, you can check out their Instagram at Subsports, Subsports4. You will get all the information right there. So let's get crack on, people. Let's crack on with the show. As we're here, we want to discuss what is up with Paul Hall. One Galaxy said okay. Big up One Galaxy. Massive respect. So guys, as you come in, please do smash that like button. Would really appreciate it if you do so. So it's a Saturday morning. As you guys know, I'm hoping that you guys are staying safe. I hope you guys packed up your things. For those who are in Jamaica, based off the tropical depression that's out there. The conditions, rainy conditions that is expected to face Jamaica at present moment. So hopefully you and your family are doing well and are prepared to face such conditions. Now, this won't be a long show, people, maybe about 20 minutes maximum. I'm just going to detail some aspect of what I saw last night with the Argentina versus Honduras, where they defeated Honduras 3-0. A masterclass from Lionel Messi again, which is tend to be expected all the time. But we're going to look at what Hallgrimsson is expected to deploy his team, either 4-3-3, 4-4-2, 3-5-2, 3-4-3. There's a vast amount of formation that he can select from and system. Now what I'm going to do, so I've watched about 3 games now. That's the reason why I didn't even do any of these videos. I want to see how his team played before I do a video like this. So I've seen 3 games so far. Those 3 games that I've seen, his team deployed in a 4-4-2, but it was not solely a 4-4-2. It was definitely interchangeable 4-4-2. It was an interchangeable 4-4-2. They slipped into a back 3 every now and then. I personally think that this Reggae Boyz squad is solely suited for a back 3. Why? Because I do think we lack that defensive structure or that defensive mindset to get back in a deep block or even get back in a defensive structure. So that is the reason why I'm solely gathering this video around how Hallgrimsson is likely to set up his team face against a tough Argentina team. And I'm sure Hallgrimsson must have seen what happened between Honduras and Argentina. Honduras is a tough team to beat. Argentina made it look quite easy. Quite easy. Yes, a lot of that is on the back of Lionel Messi, but that's the reason why they have a marquee player. Every team has a marquee player. Every single team. So guys, as you guys come in, I would really appreciate it if you guys smash that like button and let's get cracking out with the show. We have Leon Temple in the comment section saying 4-3-3, hopefully. One Galaxy, big up. And we have Durrell Marshall said, yes, military, big up. Bless up, people. Guys, as you come in, please do smash the like button. So let's go straight over to the aspects of system and formation. Can't say style of play. A little bit of style of play. A little bit much about style of play. Alright, so let me bring it up, people. I'm bringing up the tactical board, people. I see people even asking me about the deployment of how we would deploy our players, our selection of players. For me, I can't say that as yet. I can select my best starting 11, but that might not be suitable to what Hallgrimsson desires. So in the preview, you'll be seeing me doing that. I think I'll be doing the preview tomorrow evening. Hopefully there's light. hopefully, hopefully we still do have light. Alan Carr said, MG, what is your take on Argentina versus Honduras? Do you think Honduras defended very well against Argentina? They defend well in some parts, but obviously Argentina was just too hard to contain. Mishap led to the penalty. Lionel Messi brilliance. That's just Argentina. Pele said, bless up MG, bless up, big up, massive respect. So as you can see, the first formation I have on board is the 4-4-2 formation, and that is the formation that I've seen Hallgrimsson deployed mostly, and he adapt that formation whilst working under Lagerback. He adopted that formation whilst working on the Lars Lagerback. And I would understand that because you understudy that person and you normally emulate the person that you understudied. Darryl Marshall says scoreline is going to be Jamaica 1 or 2 or 1 or 3-1, but no more than that. Still, it depends, it depends. Can we set up in a defensive structure like what we saw how Honduras did last night? Honduras set up in a very defensive structure, really rigid, and they still conceded 3 goals. Keynote, look at that Honduras team and you'll realize that those players are players that have been playing together for a good while now, so they understand. We now are going to put a team together that is not that consistent as that Honduras team. We don't even know what the defense backline will look like. We still don't know about that. So those are things that you have to take in consideration. Guys, please do smash the like button. Let's get the likes up to 30. Let's get the likes up to 40 as fast as possible. Live 11 ready, big up. Morning blessings to everyone. Morning people. Ricky Ramsard said the Jamaica team is already in the USA. Based on what I've seen Instagram posts of players who are already who have already arrived in the USA, and also Instagram posts from one of the, I think it's one of the trainers, the physical, I think it's the physios. One of the Instagram posts of one of the physios. So I'd assume that if not all, majority of the team would have arrived in USA because it was slated that they would arrive today. So I do think that definitely would be the case. Darren Marshall said because Jamaica fairly give a good performance against them last time. But look at that team that they played, that Argentina played against last time. Despite the quality might not be what we have right now, the cohesiveness in that team was at a really good level. It was at a really good level. The understanding of each player. Listen, we can say, boy, we can get 20 players who are playing in the Premier League, and because they are playing in the Premier League, our mindset is that they are playing at the same level, they are playing in the same Premier League, means that they will understand each other immediately. That's not how football is on a general basis. That's just not it. When you realize that most teams, most successful teams have players at minimum 5 to 6 starters who have been playing together for a long duration, like 2, 3, 4 years together, for the team to have that level of understanding and consistency. That's just the general truth about football. Achille said, bless up MG, big up Achille. Darryl Marshall said, yeah, but the way too far to find their form on the pitch. You don't find form on pitch like that. You have to find form. You have to find form before match day. It's not match day that's going to turn up and magically the team is just going to perform. That don't generally happen. That's the odd statement. So for example, Argentina, they are going on a 35 unbeaten run. I think it's 35. I believe it's a 35 unbeaten run. That unbeaten run, it didn't just happen one day. It started to gradually develop. And then now, maybe they win 5 games straight, they'll lose one. They win 6 or 7 games straight, then they lose one again. So till it consistently getting better and better. And now they're on that unbeaten run. But in that 35 game unbeaten run, I want you to check out how many of those games you will see the Maria, Lionel Messi, who else? I think some of those players, Palacios and these guys, Marcelsus and these guys who have was just retired. So So in that sense. But definitely, actually said, why are we talking about last time? This Argentina team is on a different level. 100%. Total different level. Now, for me, Onion said it's hard to figure out how the coach is going to set up the team. Just too much variables. New team, new coach, players never played together. Everything is just new. Exactly. But what I'm doing is based off past performances. And what and definitely how is likely. What is likely to do. Alright, so this is what happened. In Hallgrimsson's first interview, he said that he wants to set up a system based off the players that he has at his disposal. But listen to this. This is his first game. I'm sure he will not move away from his system or style of play that he knows what to do immediately. He will not do that. So you must expect him to go something quite similar to that he has played in previous times. That's just the general consensus of football. Then now, after understanding the players that he have, he will gradually move towards a different system after bringing in his type of players. And listen, remember now, this is our football. So he said that he wants to utilize the players that he have and play to their best potential. But listen to this and now. What's going to happen when he's going to say, okay, this player is not good enough. I'm going to move on from this, that, and that player. Isn't he now going to move in a direction where he's going to utilize all his type of players, which means that he's going to play his system over a general time? Yes, for now, he's going to use what he has because these are the players that he was given. Then going forward, he'll be looking for players who suit his system. So all the players that we are talking about who played this and who can play this, who's playing there, they might just not fit his system. They could be the big names talking our call now, the big names wherever they are, and they could just not be the type of player that he wants. So I think many of us are actually in for some disappointment as well. So hopefully they will give a good account of themselves. Let's see the comments. Let me see. Dan Darrell said, but a true attacks in military, it is there's some sense to it, and there's also ways you can look at it and say, okay, it can go the other way as well. Whereas just put some players together and you get a result. But how often, just a question, how often you see a team just put a team together and the results just go bang like that? You don't see that on a general basis. Elias the Gino said Jamaica have to use pace to actually beat Argentina. Argentina going to use ball possession and pace to beat Jamaica, and that's the truth. Alright, so generally we have fast players. That's generally. But what Argentina have is just talent. They have a way more superior talented team than ours. Way superior. We can say, boy, we have that player, we have that player, we have that player, we have all different type of player. But Argentina team is way superior in quality. Way superior. Now, how do you beat a superior team? There are factors which eluded or which allows a team to beat a team that is vastly way superior than them. They are factors, i.e., passion, cohesion, and understanding. We have one of those. We lack two. We have passion. We don't have the cohesion, and we don't have the understanding of each player. So, yes, the players out there are going out there to put out their best foot forward. But guess what? With Leon Bailey playing with Jamal Lowe on the next wing, Mikel Antonio striking, Boza is there. This is just a bundle of players who are talented. Yes, they are talented. But there's no system of play. There is no understanding of what is expected of them. So when we lose possession of the ball, we have no direct way how to retrieve the ball. When we have the ball, we have no direct way of getting into the final third. It's just the players who know how to play football going out there to play some football. And I have seen it. And I have seen it, people, over and over again. Onion said, what if Hero success with the 4-4-2. Oh, Hallgrimsson success with the 4-4-2, and the other guy couldn't. That would be serious. Jero said, I don't even think we should use the Honduras result to say we can do better. No, no one ever said we can use that result to say we can do better. No one at all said that. No one at all said that. Big up Teddy Lee. Guna, you believe King going to the US today? I'm not sure. I didn't get to speak. I didn't get to reach out to Richard King. I didn't get to do so. And I'll be telling a lie if I tell you Richard King say this or Richard King is in the US. I will be telling you a lie. I didn't get to do that. Winston Fowler said MG King handlers is all in about the youth. I'm not really sure now. I don't know much about his situation. I do think that he's at a good agency, so we'll see what the agency provides for him. Actually said Argentina players IQ is levels above ours. So we have to come prepared if we even can score a goal. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. As I said now, that Honduras team is a way more cohesive, organized unit than ours. Vastly. And they still consider 3 goals. So what does that say? Elias said they need to play Bobby Reed on the right wing, Leon Bailey on the left, and Ravel and Johnson in the middle. Put Antonio and Shamar forward. I don't know the defense. Exactly. So me talk about Elias, you don't know the defense. If you don't know the defense, let me tell you, Elias, you have been following this team way longer than the coach. Let me tell you the truth. You know more about the Reggae Boyz than the Reggae Boyz coach. I mean, and I'm not asking you. You know more. Most of us as fans know a lot more about the Reggae Boyz team than the Reggae Boyz coach. So, how is he going to put that team together? He's going to be meeting the team for the first time today. He will be meeting his team first time today. Yes, he can watch the videos of them playing games, but in general, when you watch football games, people, you don't see all the game. You see pieces, you see moments. You see what the camera shows you. You don't see their off the ball movement. You don't see what happens when they lose the ball. You don't see when they shrug their shoulder. You don't see the attitude. You don't see them not getting back in position. You don't see none of that on television. You only see where the ball is at. So you don't know the players until you see them for yourself. I.e., let me give you a good example. Let me tell you a good example. When I was at the Nation League game, I think when we played against Mexico, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, people, but I'm not sure. I think it was Mexico, the 2 games, Mexico-Suriname, one of 2 games. Amar Bell was playing left back. And Amar Bell is playing left back. And every time he was playing extremely high, both Amar Bell and let me see if I can put. I'm going to put it on the tactical board. Show you. Let me go on the tactical board, people. I want to show you this. This is Junior Flemings right here and Amar Bell here. Junior Flemings will be here. Amar Bell will be here. So Junior Flemings in first tackle. Amar Bell press. Ravel would also join the press. Guess what happened? There's a big space in this particular area. It is us as fans, because I was doing journalism work slash fan just in the stadium, going up in the stadium to enjoy sometimes with the fun. It was us fans who were shouting to Amar Bell, say, look in behind, and that is when he actually chopped back. It was us as fans, and you won't see that on TV. You won't hear that on TV. It was us as fans who was actually guiding him right through the game, because we were being peppered on that side. They were pressuring us on that side. But these are things, people, you will not see or even hear on TV. So what I'm saying is, when you watch TV, when you watch the games, you are seeing basically maybe about 30 to 40% of the game. The rest of the games are the people in the fans are serious at the game. For example, when the ball in attacking third, you don't see what the defenders them do. You don't see the defender and the striker with them a tussle, because the camera is not on them. So definitely you don't really know it. Yes, Dan Marshall said, I don't think Argentina will score more than 3 goals on us. I can't say. I really can't say. Jermaine Blake said, listen, I believe in this manager. Argentina is my team, and he was lucky against Iceland in the World Cup. It's strong tactically, but the defense we have make me wonder. All right, listen. As I said, the coach can be very, very good tactical, but it boils down to his team that he has given the instructions. Teddy Lee said Jamaica defeated Honduras last time. Yes, we did. But look at the team that defeated Honduras versus the team that we have right now. Versus the team that we have right now. You can even say that we have a stronger team right now. But holistically, it's a different manager. Previous manager had that team gradually building up with that team to reach a particular level. Now we have a new manager who is going to implement something different from the previous manager. So that is where the problem comes in. All right, so Ted Lee said, Jairus, we are currently better than Honduras. That doesn't mean we might put in a better performance than Honduras. That Honduras team is one that has been playing together for a while, Ted Lee. Yes, we are better than Honduras, but that Honduras team is playing for a while. Look at the team that we have right now. Most of these players haven't been playing for over 2 years, or even 4 or 5 practice games, competitive games together. So you have to look at that factor. These are things that we have to factor in. Rob Smith said, I thought Fleming's work rate would have helped in the game like this, but I understand why he wasn't included. Fleming's work rate, from what I saw in the last game, he played good on the ball, but he didn't have that heavy work rate off the ball. Because many times I will have to tell him, as I said, we know fans, I have to say, hey, Fleming's get back, support Amari, get behind. And then he listen. The truth is that these guys listen. They listen to the fans because many of the times they understand that the fans are seeing a lot more of the games that they are seeing. So they listen to the fans. So that's one of the key things when fans are in the stadium. That's one of the important things when the fans. Do you know that when fans are in stadiums on a general basis, most times the players makes less mistake because the fans are aware, and some of the times you can hear, even when the fans are in the final third and you hear the fans say shoot, telling a player in the final third, my apologies, play in the final third, and you'll hear the fans shout shoot. It's because many of the times, even the coach is there, the fans' voice are really, really louder than the coach voice, and some of the time we dictate what happened on the pitch. The team is playing bad, we start cussing, players are here, the players get flustered. That is the reason why it's important as fans, specifically even at games, to give 100% support, even if the team is losing, because they don't want it to go worse. Teddy Lee said Argentina scored 3-0 on most teams, even if they play good. Maybe then keep it low. Teddy Lee said Amari Bell, Adrian Mariappa, Damian Lowe, Javier Brown, Andre Blake. Back 4. Jairo said, Ted Lee, again, what's your point? What does that mean we're going to do better than versus Argentina? There are other factors, very much so. Eli said, all me know, the man them go test Blake a lot in that goal. And me know for a fact them probably here say he's the best goal in the MLS. We need a good defense strategy. Low good at picking out players. He have to expect Low to keep a cool head and not concede. Guys, we have over 80 persons watching and we can't even reach 50 likes. So let me get into the tactical aspect of the game, people. Let's get to the tactics. All right, so first of all, we all know that Hallgrimsson played a 4-4-2 system. That's his preferred system, people. There's a bit of fluidity in it. That's his preferred system. Now, his 4-4-2 system has 2 number 6. His 4-4-2 system has 2 number 6 in it. 2 number 6. So, the creativity, generally, we might see that creativity from one of the strikers. So, he won't play 2 strikers. One of the strikers, maybe you're going to see a Ravel Morrison playing as a false 9 and leaving Antonio as the full-out striker. Many of us would expect to see both Boza and Mikel Antonio at the same time. But what are the chances? What are the chances? Now, out of possession, this is what he do out of possession. Basically, go into a back 5 out of possession. Three sit back, centre backs coming in closer, clustering, and the wingers dropping back as wing backs. This is what happened when you lose possession. This is based on what I've seen out of the three, I think 3 games that I watched. This is what I see. And he leave one centre forward up high. Normally, the person that he leaves up high, one in which can hold possession of the ball. So these are what I've seen from his team so far. Even against the last game that they played against Argentina. Even though I think they lost the game. Did they lose the game? Let me check back, people. Let me check back. So this is what happened when he's playing. Ice FF said, like up the stream, big up Ice. Teddy said, if Argentina give Jamaica 4, that doesn't mean Honduras better than us. Currently, we are missing Pinnock, Moore, Taxi, and Lee. All right, so we can get more. We can get more. We can get more, and this is what happened. As I said, not Teddy, the reason why I said we can get more is because Honduras have a team that is basically steady and have an understanding and really, really balanced. They're a team who actually playing a system for a good time period. It is the same team from World Cup qualifiers. It is the same team Honduras has. Same team from World Cup qualifiers until now. So those players have a general understanding of the system and the style of play. Our players going to this game, new system, new style of play, new coach, everything is new. So we are basically likely to concede more. We are likely to concede more based off that factor. Tedley said Lambert and King at CDM. Tedley said if Antonio and Boza up front, that means Ravel or DJ will be on the bench. I think he's going to play with 2 CDMs, 2-6. Rob Smith said, I don't think we will win, but we have quality players who can cause them a few issues. Antonio Bailey and Shamar is not going to be out of depth. We can hit them on counter if we transition well. Now, even if we to play transition football, sit back and transition, sit back and hit and counter. There has to be some level of structure to it. We have to have some level of game plan to it. Now, will the coach deploy the team like that? That's the question. What if the coach said, okay, I have better quality players now. I don't necessarily need to sit back and go out there and play open football. What's going to happen from that? Rob Smith said, I don't think Brown will play under this coach. Hall was exposing him really high line with Leon in front that wouldn't offer much cover. Playing a low block will fit him more. Elias said Bailey go on take on the defenders, especially knowing he playing against Argentina. But I just hope him give away the ball, plus that Martinez guy don't play if he defend and tackle. Ted Lee said, can Ravel Morrison play left wing? Yes, he can, but really and truly, I don't want him to play out of position. Darryl Marshall said, but yeah, military, them can have the understanding, but lack the quality to write, do can say because they have been playing with each other long time now. That's the Honduras team. The Honduras team have been playing longer than this Jamaica team. Remember, the last set of qualifiers, we had no Mikel Antonio, Mikel Antonio played about 4 World Cup qualifiers game for us, About 4. Compared to most of the Honduras team, they're playing basically all the games. They have been playing even other friendlies together. Tedley said, so Malik Howell will start over Javier Brown. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Dark skin I said him not. It mean hope him not get give away the ball. Okay, no man, that is expected. Liam Bailey is an attacker. He will give you the ball at some point in time. He's expected to create. So definitely at some point in time that will happen. Jared said, Teddy, that's what we have been saying. Alright, so that's what I'm expecting of Hallgrimsson in a 4-4-2. Now, as I stated, most of the time he played in transition. Now, this was happened. The winger, when we receive the ball, players burst out wide. For some reason, this is what the team does. They burst wide, play the ball in the wide channels. That's what they do. That's what they do. Now, in the event we can get a Leon Bailey in these wide areas, 1v1, we can expect something. If Leon Bailey versus Taliafico. Taliafico is a wonderful left back. He's a quality left back actually. I think that's a fair enough comparison. I do believe that's a fair enough comparison. But won't be easy though. Definitely won't be easy. But that's how it is. And then the team, in that sense, the team would push forward. But what I do like is that what I'm expecting is that we will have a team that will sit in a deep block expecting to be under pressure, and then we try to catch a team on counter. Now, in the 4-4-2, if he decide to go with a back three, it's going to be very, very similar. 2-6, same way. 2-6, 3-4-3, my apologies. 2-6, same way. 2 strikers wide, an attacking midfielder in front. Something somewhat like this. The strikers, what? Oh, I should put this here. Something somewhat like this. But my problem is, I haven't seen much attacking display in the games that I've watched. I've seen much attacking display from his teams to really identify how he's going to attack. I've seen the defensive structure, which look really good. It's just 3 games watch, people. It's just 3 games watch. Defensively, he looks good. The defensive structure is organized. They are disciplined, very, very disciplined. You have to be concentrated to play under him. It's like playing under Diego Simeone. Very highly concentrated defense and a defensive structure. But for me, I do think that the attacking options, and maybe that boils down to the quality of the Iceland team, why he didn't really push forward to get more goals. I don't know. If you guys check out most of the games, are either 2-1, 3-1, 2-0, 1-0. That's how he wins most of his games. No big marginal scoreline. You don't really get that. We have 100 persons watching and we can't even get a 50 likes. Ted Lee said, Guna, but the coach only have 1 natural CDM, so maybe a centre back will have to play CDM. Maybe. Daryl Marshall said, yes, other man said a military, Argentina, Honduras, Martin, to whom says the cellular Argentina, even though Argentina expected to do them in the Honduras, they were lacking quality. I don't understand that. Daryl. Ella said, boy, I'm rate Bailey, but me know why I'm doing not show off, LOL. I don't think so, man. The team is not that new to each other, MG. Brown, Low, Taxi, Ravel, Bobby, Bailey, DJ, and Boza have played a lot of games together. Yes, I agree. They have played a lot of games together. But I wanted to look at, give me a second, people. I wanted to look at something, right? Out of those players, how do you think the coach will set up his team? Do you think the coach will deploy all of these players together? That's Brown, Lowe, Ravel, Bobby, Bailey, DJ, Boza. That's 7 players. Do you think that the coach will deploy all of those players together? That's one of the things. That's one of the things that we need to consider. Teddy Lee said DJ can play left wing. I wouldn't do that. DJ is actually an attacking midfielder. He can play central midfielder, box-to-box position, but I wouldn't force DJ as an attacking as a left wing. I wouldn't do that. I highly doubt the coach even do that as well. LSD Junior said the coach don't know that Maji. The team new to him. Exactly. I'm telling you, Guna, but the new coach only have 1 natural. I just read that. People hit the like button and support the man thing, cause him and keep you updated. Big up Ayas. Elias, what I'm saying, Elias, the genius. I'm just gonna say the genius. Rob Smith said the genius. I'm sure he's been doing his research. Hopefully, though. Yes, but what? That's what I said. Rob Smith. You can do a lot of research, but you don't know until when you actually deploy the players for yourself. It's totally different. Watching these players getting your match report, using Instat or Y Scout. It's totally different. Kurt James said, military guna, yeah, man. All right, yes, big up anything you want, say, my boss. Teddy Lee Gray said, put up your start 11 guna using the coach 2 system. All right, I will be doing that start 11 in my match preview. I'll be doing that on Monday. Arsenal Jaka Laka Saka said, what should we expect from this game? I'm expecting a defensive structured game from the Jamaican team, but I'm expecting us to maybe not get a shashing, but I think we will lose this game. I strongly believe we will lose this game. Just too much quality in that Argentina team. They are going on a 35 undefeated game, undefeated run. I think so. 35. I think it's 35. Big Dylan said, MG, who tell you said the coach used 3-5-2 or 4-3? From what I see, it looked like a 4-4-2 alone this man used. Alright, so Big Dylan, I said, if you listen, I said at the beginning of the show, 4-4-2, or 3-5-2. Now, the reason why I mentioned a 3-5-2 is because when he defends in a back five. He defends in a back five system. Now, most coaches who play 4-4-2 and 4-3-3, when they defend in 2 banks of 4, which is basically 4-4, and they defend like that. But this coach defend in a back 5 and close-knit essential midfielders. So he basically narrow the field. Guess what the problem is? When you narrow the field, he allow crosses to come in. Hopefully our defenders can deal with that. Big Dylan said, we beat Chile when Chile was in the top 2 in the world. This is what we're talking about now. Big Dylan. We're talking about the team we have right now. Remember, people, please bear in mind that the coach is meeting his players today for the first. And the match is 3 days away. So highly doubt that there's going to be any training session today, because they're going to take today, settle down, prepare themselves, get ready, get accustomed to what's happening. Then tomorrow training session, Monday training session. How much can you think the coach can implement in 2 days training session? How much? Not even Pep Guardiola can do that. Not even Pep Guardiola can do that. When you look at even the players that he has at this display. Let me continue. Big Dylan said, anything possible? Yeah, true. Actually, it's a lot of games, but yes, remember Bobby not play from last year in November for the national team at that. Remember that as well. The Gina said, Lou remind me of Pepe from Portugal and Sergio Ramos in one. Alan Carr said, MG, which player do you think will do well in the Argentina game? I'm not sure. I can't tell. Maybe Andre Blake. Based on the fact that he might be under a lot of pressure. He might make a lot of saves. So maybe Andre Blake. Daryl Marshall said, no military. We need to play whatever CDM we have on our roster so that we can defend much better in that game. So let me see. The natural CDMs we have are. We only have one natural CDM, and that's Lambert. It's the only natural CDM. And this coach, from what we have seen, loves to play two CDMs. Big Delay said, MG, me tell you, said the coach used 3. Okay, I'm just read it a while ago. Alan Carter, MG, what is your prediction for this game? I'm going to go Argentina 3, Jamaica 1. Jarvis Parr said, big up yourself, MG. Big up, Jarvis. Rob Smith said, Blake will start, save 10 shots, and end nil historic. Not bad. I will take that, I will take that. We jumped 20 spots in the FIFA ranking. Hey, can you imagine? Big Glenn said, make the game talk for itself. Me nah go say we go win, but yo, You know the game of football already. Anything is possible. So true. Definitely. Red card, penalty. All those things are factors. But if we should say based off both teams' last performances, last 5 games that they have played, Argentina, preferably, are the one who's likely to win. Rob Smith said, boy, this coach sound like a lot like Tapper, attacking 4-4-2, 4-2-3-1, and defending in 5 at the back, dropping a CDM between the centre backs, something similar to that. The Gina said, big deal and Messi now off his score, bro. But best believe he's gonna give us L. Why? Look at Messi last night. No one was close, even an inch close to Lionel Messi. No one. So can you imagine? Dark Skin said, you know Mason Greenwood can play for Jamaica, right? Manu player. Yes, I know that, Dark Skin. What are the chances? Listen, for me, I'm not gonna run behind any player. I have done that, and I won't do anymore. You won't see me run down another player again. Because if a player wants to play for Jamaica, he will make it known that he wants to play for Jamaica. He will make it known. So you won't see me run down another player. There's a lot of players out there who can represent Jamaica, but you won't see me run down another player. You won't see me doing that. We have seen it time and time again. Look at last World Cup qualifiers campaign. It was shambolic. Shambolic, I tell you. And let me tell you, for those who don't know, this coach is a coach. When he selects a squad, he's sticking with that squad. So there will be no enough additions or no, you won't see that. He's sticking with that squad. Of course, that Tony thing hurt you, bro. Of course, definitely. I feel disrespected as a nation. And he's saying that, boy, he's waiting. When he was in championship, it was that, boy, anyone calls, and look at it. He said, you know, this is what he said in an interview. Any one of those country call, if England call, if Jamaica call, he will be definitely going forward with it. And guess what happened? Jamaica called him numerous times, and he did not take the call. He said he was focusing on making it to the Premier League. When he make it to the Premier League, Jamaica still call numerous times. And he said he's focusing on getting Brentford settled in the Premier League. And guess what? That's it. And guess what? England called once. Gone. And he said it was his dream and hope for playing for England. So, all along, he wasn't really interested in playing for Jamaica. His dream was to play for England. So, if a player wants to play for Jamaica, fine. I'm with that one. Big deal and said Devon Porter call, not the coach of the JFF. Listen, Devon Porter called many players. At the end of the day, we know what Devon Porter does. And we know that when Devon Porter call a player, it is in the best interest of Jamaican football. And I'm telling you, we all know that. Even the JFF knows that. So that is no secret. The Big Dylan said, no, he was not selected. Big Dylan. Robert Smith said, you did believe Tony? Long time I see he didn't want to play for Jamaica, but man call you xenophobic. Listen, he never want, his dreams, he said his dream was to play for England. That's what he said. Which means that when he mentioned Jamaica, maybe he's just kind of trying to hiss up England in calling him. I don't know. But for sure. The Gina said Mason might play for us because his whole case thing kind of missed his chance up for England call up. So what we're going to do, because England mess up for him, we're going to just run go team now. Listen, if a player, look, let me tell you something. A player like Joel Latibodier, who I know that player is very much interested in playing for Jamaica. Johnson Clark Harris, who have been trying to play for Jamaica for many years now. These are the type of players who want to play for Jamaica. And not when we call him and said, boy, you know, say me, I'm focusing on the season and this and that and all this type of things. Dark Sin said Dan Rose is Jamaican too. The Big Dylan said, but I know so it figure, but that's how it is. I know so it figure, but that's how it is. Nature said, for every Ivan Tony, there are Mariappa, Wes Morgan, Michael Hector, Ethan Pinnock. For every Ivan Tony, there is a Rhyme Sterling. Exactly. There's either. There's always a player like of that cause. So, we will see the next Ethan Pinnock who is willing to come and represent Jamaica. We will see the next Adrian Mariappa in due time. In due time. So, I'm not just going to see a player and say, boy, him can't play for Jamaica. This man I go on. No, I won't do that. He might play for that. The academy make a run and get him. No, I won't do that. I want to see people, for example, some of the young guns that played in the under 20, these guys are passionate about playing for Jamaica. The Jamari Clark, the Luke Badley Morgan, the Connor Boys, these guys are passionate in playing for Jamaica. These are the guys that I'm looking towards. So for me, that's where the future of Jamaica is at. For me, I can be wrong, I can be this, I can be that. That's where. Ethan Pinnock played a game the other day, so he's back up and he's on the pitch. So he's coming to full fitness in due time. Big deal said, if you don't go after them, how you gonna know say them want to play? If they want to play, and let me tell you, if they want to play, they will let you know. If you contact them once, they will let you know. They will let you know. For example, Big Dylan, how much time we got for Ivan Tony? How much time we contact him? And numerous times. And he didn't want it. He didn't want it. So that's what I'm talking about. You contact a player once, and he will definitely let you know if he's interested or not. Eagle Republic said, MG, how comes the JFF has never disclosed the name of the agent who works for them in identifying players? This guy is actually paid by the JFF, unlike Devon Porter. Alright, so you have people in this world who love what they do because it makes them a better person in them doing it. They're not doing it for likes. They're not doing it for fame. They're not doing it for recognition. They're doing it because they genuinely love the main purpose of the reason, the main reason why they're doing it. Devon Porter loves Jamaican football. He has no issue doing it. Because he loves and wants to see Jamaican football reach at a particular level. So he has no issue doing it. Now, persons who are paid, many times people get paid for do certain things, they don't have that passion for it. They're just doing it because they get paid. So then sometimes they don't even go to the best talents. They just go to the nearest person they hear about. Rob Smith said, the man unemployed, brother. Peanut back is great news. Ted Lee said, I ain't on this bandwagon thing. Exactly. Ivan Tony want to play for England, so I ain't gonna live on his name. Exactly. Alan Carter said, MG, stop being biased. I 2 times them call Tony, and that's it. But still, I'm not finding any excuse for Tony. Alan Carter, you ever say me biased? Alan Carter, you always say me biased. You always. And me not say when that me biased about. Jado sir, Island Card, me don't know. I don't know. He come like say, me don't know. I don't know. The man say me stop being biased. The man say me stop being biased. I am being biased. Island Card, please let me know what I am being biased with. Before me say anything, let me know, because you are always saying I'm being biased. Please let me know what I am being biased with, because you say it, so let me know. You always say me biased. Yeah man, I'm telling you, you can call in. Yeah man, call in man. Definitely can call. Let me drop the number in the comment section. Nature said, Military, sometimes it is not about choosing Jamaica, but the pitiful operation of the JFF. I agree. I totally agree. But you know what? Let me tell you something, people. A lot of people don't know. You see, many of those African countries, their administration is just as underdeveloped, poor, and lack resources, even way worse than Jamaica. And they still have their own corruption. But you know what they have? They have players, they have people who want to represent the country. That's what they have. They have people who who have the desire, the burning desire to represent the country. All right, listen to this. Ravel Morrison, coming from a professional background. And let me tell you something. Ravel Marson loves Jamaica. Each time, it's an honor for Ravel Marson to put on the Reggae Boyz jersey. Each time. Let me tell you something, people. When I look at Ravel Marson with my two eyes, he's the first out on the pitch with the ball. He loves football. He's the first out on the pitch. He wants to play. He's enjoying it. You should listen to Ravel Marson speak sometime, even when he's not on camera. He loves, let me tell you, he loves it. Mikel Antonio loves it as well. Remember, a long time Mikel Antonio interested in playing for Jamaica now. Long time. He loves it, people. This is what he loves. Now, I said, in the case of Ivan Toney and Rico Enu, the manager has been pressing them to wait on England, increase their value to the club. So the manager have the more say about them future. And look what happened now. What are the chances of Ivan Toney playing for England? Yeah, he got selected. Big up Teddy Lee, what go on?
Yeah, what go on?
People, let me know if you're hearing Teddy Lee good. So all things. First of all the preparation for the stormy time.
Yeah, well, you know, when they are going to watch still, like, you know, Jamaicans already.
Yeah, man.
When they are going to watch it, you know.
You do a big grocery shopping already?
Yeah, man, everything there, you know.
Alright. Yeah. Me know you go empty supermarket, you know. So what you did? What you say now?
No. I just say we are watching it now. We are taking it serious, but we're not to we are watching it. Huh? Yeah. But you said Jamaica was maybe number one in CONCACAF, like US or something. And the JFF was bad CMware.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these players will still come play for Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
Them will do them research and still come here. So I'm not buying this argument about JFF not recruiting well. Some of the players some of the bloggers have to understand. Some of the players them dream to play for England.
Agree.
So even if some people say why them not pick Jamaica because some players forget to call up is still an honor even if they're not playing. So me can't go criticize Tony, the youth born in England and he want to play for England. So but I go vex to the youth. I tell people already them maybe because it's not me, so it's not public. But at the end of the day, we're trying to focus on building with talents and you export them. And if you get good talent like if Ivan, if you get Ethan Pinnock and them big players and Ravel Marson, yes, that's a plus. But as we say, we are getting a lot of rejection and somehow we have to get.
That is a part of it.
Some people are vexed with Tony and I make up. I can't vex with Tony.
Alright, listen. Listen to them comment here now. Island Card said, MG, if we want overseas players, we have to reach out to them, and that is the JFF job. Not someone who does not work for the JFF.
Reach out to Tony.
Eh?
Only by time JFF reach out. Remember them even put Tony in the list. The president himself come out and said you're looking
exactly. The president himself, he said that. And many people forget the list what the president announced, you know. I must have much person on the list. There must be about 9 or 10.
And how much you get all time?
We get about 5.
Yeah, and Tony was on that list.
Tony was on the list.
Mikel Antonio wasn't even on that list because we forgot about, you know.
Yeah, Demar Gray was on the list as well.
Yeah, Demar Gray still a hold on. We're telling you, he now come until maybe late now.
Alright.
And Redman still look like, you know, so what we do for run down them players every year?
No, alright. Hold on. This is what J-Ross said. J-Ross said, we should be relentless in pursuing players. We act like we're too good to beg. We are not. Alright, so let me tell you. Let me tell you.
We not beg nobody. We beg the 2 hour. So if we beg him 5 times, 20 times, something like that.
Exactly. That is my problem.
Which other country do this? Let's say Panama do them thing. I just ask the question.
Alright, look at this now. Let me show you look on the Ted Lee, right? I understand the J-Ross said so we should relentless in pursuing players. Well, let me explain now. Look at this, J-Ross. Me use Ivan Toney case as a big example why this statement we make is not one in which we should really pursue. You said we should be relentless in trying to pursue players. Relentless, breathless. So no matter what the problem, we're supposed to have beg them. Listen to this now. Ivan Toney received a call once from England and automatically he come out and said it was his dream. So no matter how much we beg Ivan Toney, he will not come. So listen, now how much you time we reach out to Redman, he will not come because he miss who me here what the player, the midfielder from Newcastle. Midfielder from Newcastle. I don't remember his name. He then said he does not have the passion to represent Jamaica that will require him to perform at his best.
Yeah, that's how I rate him,
You man talking straight, fuck man talking plain. So
he never give up now. Him start at least here or maybe the next cycle 2020, you know. But he said it's current that last year.
Jairo said beg him 100 times until I break him. I don't subscribe. Jairo, me not subscribe to that. Listen, let me tell you why I not subscribe to that, Jairo.
No, let me ask him. So we had to look at woman 20 at time for them with their and if you end up there, they're not getting the best result here. So
sorry for. No, Jairus, I cannot subscribe to that. You listen, other people might subscribe, other people might understand I even do that. For me, I cannot. We did not beg Ravel Martin that amount.
Newcastle, the captain, the former captain, when him Jamal Lascelles, that man like me, same wish if I did Jamaica and qualify, but I think a Barbados doesn't qualify. But he wish if him have the opportunity to play for Jamaica and play for Jamaica.
Exactly.
He was a big central defender, captain for Newcastle, but we ain't still. And that man, they wish him could have some time.
Jairus, we in a crisis mode. No, Jairus, we're not in no crisis. We're not in a crisis mode. Let me tell you what now. Let me tell you what happened now. Teddy Lee. So like, I'll get a new coach.
Yeah.
You see this thing where he must say Nitra said I chased my wife for a year before she said yes. But what on the nature? That's how much time that happened out of one person. That you're one in 7 billion. How much time that happened? How many times that happened? If a woman know why, I can tell her there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do. There's nothing. So
I'm gonna give you context to that. Like we Jamaica, we are on our plan. Them say now. Me know your wife. Maybe give him at least some in that. You know. So me know him like.
Pagan said this is an anti-diaspora stance.
Yeah, they know.
All right.
Big up here.
Yeah. As xenophobia now, no? You see the anti-diaspora stance. You see me tell people, we create narrative and we swing with the narrative, right? And we also allow people to create narrative to formulate that narrative in our head, and we stuck with it. Duckland said, chase your wife sounds stalkerish. Hey, listen to what I'm saying, people. This Ivan Toney situation should be a perfect example of the reason why, when you go to get a player, and the player said no, we should understand that the player is not interested. We go to get Ravel. Hey, Ravel is here. We go to get Mikel Antonio. Hey, Mikel Antonio is here. Bobby Reed is here. Many of these players, they are here. They are here because these players, they want to be here. Who want to be here will come, people. Who don't want to be here will not come. No matter how we beg them. So why waste resourcing in begging those players who don't want to come when we can track other players who are very much interested in doing so? That is what I'm saying. Morning, caller.
Hey, Terry.
Bless up.
Bless up yourself, man. Is it?
Yeah, what are your thoughts on this thing when you say, we'll be chasing until they get fed up and come?
Alright, to my stance, you know, he believes this. You see, in an organization where we in right now, there are only players. As they say, you have to relentless sometime, you know, see it, because you decide if a man will make up his mind or not sometime, you know. When they look funny, you know.
I want to comment to me, I got highlight it here. No, let me highlight the comment before you say anything. Rob Smith said the man them beat the players who actually show up and work and then return on worshiping man them who said no.
Me not say for worship no money no, I turn down no money no. You see it? You see what I say? But the thing I say, the type of business so you know, you see it?
look at when a player, a club interested in a player.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like them are gonna say, oh, make a player come here, man, and them have to go to the player, you know.
Alright, me can say something to you. Me can say something to you. Which club you support? Which club you support?
Arsenal on my side, man.
Good. Now I gotta say something to you now. Cristiano Ronaldo, when he was at Juventus and decided to come back into the Premier League, Arsenal bid for him. Arsenal bid 10 million for him. Manchester United bid 8 million for him. Which club you think he might come to?
Why?
Why?
It was his choice.
Exactly. That's his choice.
But
Let me ask you a question again. If Arsenal input 20 million, you think he still come Arsenal?
It no matter how much them put in, still go listen because it's a choice.
Exactly.
The fact still remains.
Mm-hmm.
We can say, oh, we don't have to put in a bid same way for the player.
No man, that's all right. So that is what I say. No. We did reach out to Ivan Toney, right? Wrong or right?
You do it, yes?
Good. Ivan Toney, when we reach out to him, first time reach out to him, guess what him say? He ma focus on getting Brentford into the Premier League, right?
Yes.
That one time in a championship, you know.
Yes.
I basically 2 seasons ago that, you know. This is second season in the Premier League, you know. Right, wrong or right?
Right, yes.
Good. Now, Ivan Toney, in the Premier League, when he just come in the Premier League, we bid again. Him say he must focus on keeping Brentford at float in the Premier League. Right. So we say, alright, fine. Then now we go again. And he still turn it down. So that's between the time period, it could even be more. And guess what now England call him once, and what happened?
You go.
So why him go to England one time call versus reject Jamaica for more time we approach him, even when him know a lower tier.
Because you want to pay for England, but that not the same way. You still have put in the bid.
Good. So this is what I'm saying now.
Put in the bid same way.
This is what I'm saying now. My stance is this. I have no problem with us reaching out to a player and then getting turned down. I have no problem with that. But when Jero say, we beg 100 times until he get fed up and come, I cannot subscribe to that. That is what I cannot subscribe to. Because I believe if you reach out to him 2 times and he turn it down, let me tell you something. He's not interested.
Me tell you, you hear me start statement before me come in. At that time, a person mind no make up, and you have to make up their mind to my time.
Okay. So Ivan Toney mind never make up. Ivan Toney mind he make up?
Well, man, you say look on. They play for Barcelona and now they play for America.
We are talking about the right back?
Yeah, man.
This?
Yeah. Argentina. Yeah, he could have gone elsewhere, you see it? But America realized it. We need him. And we then go out relentless pursuit until he end up where? In America's colors. You see it? You see, the thing what we feel to adapt, you see when a player at least play a certain behavior then, we give up a chase. You see it? We give up a pursuit.
Give me a second there. Island card. Listen to what I'm saying, Island card. Island card I got tell me say, me fi top till like a JFF not call him so much time. Island card. You want me bring up the article was state say the numerous amount of time he get called. The man said in the interview say them call him a few times.
Military.
Yeah.
Well, with the JFF, you know, they can't say one thing and then do a next thing, you know. Because all the time then beat, you know. And you get people things without with, you know.
No, but what I'm saying now, bro, the article, so that means that the article when they write, when they interview Ivan Toney, I lie them I tell them. Ivan Toney I tell lie them. Because I must Ivan Toney tell the lie them.
People that them give people actions without when them a do.
Who that? JFF?
Yes.
Yeah, no. Me not wrong you on that, you know. I don't wrong you on that. everything that the JFF do is come under high scrutiny and questionability. Very much questionable. Everything. But in the same sense, me I tell you, bro. In the same sense, the player did not want to come and represent Jamaica. Even if we run him down relentlessly and breathless, his dream was to play for England. If he play for Jamaica, he's still not achieving dream. The man having aim upon a dream. May I ask you a question now? If you decide to say you want to open one restaurant, even if you open one car mart, you won't be happy. You're still not gonna be happy because you don't open the restaurant. Your dream is to open the restaurant. Wrong or right?
Right, yes.
Exactly. So we can't look on this boy. We can't look on this boy. Because the administration we can't look on that. We can't look on that alone. Yes, we know that administration are go out there and foolishness. Yes, we know mismanagement. Yes, we know them something there. But the man said himself that they called him on multiple times. He said that himself. Second to that, so Island Card, when you say a lie, me I tell? Island Card said, Mr. Sweet said on JD program said they never reach out to him, so what are you talking about? Well, that means Ivan Tony I tell lie then. The Daily Mail I tell lie then. The interview when do on the Daily Mail are basically just a lie. So Jamaica never interested in him.
I wish on that, military, I wish on that player them, say how them willing to have a dialogue with Jamaican Federation.
Me not sure who that.
When I play them, they're willing to listen to the argument from England point of view. I will never go off I player.
Me not sure. Me know say me not sure. Me not remember. Marcus Messiah Garvey said Ivan Tony said JFF reach out to him. But Island Card. Well, let me tell Island Card, you have your narrative, so stick with it. Stick with it then.
But
stick with it.
Military.
Mm-hmm.
You see, in this game, I can remember a game we are playing. Everybody are push and pull, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants a player to come in and then team, you know.
Agree.
Team, you know. So, I will go there with the better half in ball, I go sing, you know. You see it? I will go there with who convincing over here, say if they over next time I go going.
Mm-hmm.
You see? Because if remember part of strategy and mentality, you know. You see if you know mentally up certain way,
mm-hmm.
you have to look the deed where you put out.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
You see? And we are demonstrating with the people that see the actions we are portraying.
Mm-hmm.
It has turned a lot of people from away. A lot of people that turn off away, you know, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because this pushing and pulling and we are say, oh, we don't want this man because because you know come we need to stop it.
No man, me agree. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. But listen to this. My stance is this, right? If we approach a player on multiple occasions and the player said no, why continue to chase when there are other players that we can go after?
No, not approach the other player them neither.
That's the problem then now. That is where the problem is.
Do not approach the other player them. We have to one them on person.
And Jerry said, oh, you think marketers and scammers make money? Then break them client.
In a negotiation, man, you have to wear the person, man. We have done to where you want to come on in a negotiation, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And we're not willing to do that.
Alright, for me, let me tell you. I think the better strategy is to reach out to the younger core of players that have high potential. I.e.
Military, you know, I'm a credit soon done in I'm last.
Alright, bless up, man. Bless up.
Hold on before I go.
Yeah.
May I say, you see, when Ivan, you see, same thing I say, when Ivan turned the younger, we put, what we have put in now, before you die in a camp.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Yeah, man, me think so too.
Long time.
Me think so too. Alright, bless up, Carla. Bless up. Saying credit done. Anyways, people, Dark Thing said, want to tell the game. Teddy Brookshire said you have 1 minute remaining on this call. Alright, so people, MG, we need to shop for particular players and not just everyone that's playing. Not just agree military, target the young ones. For me, people, that is where I think. So the Chad James, we have Dylan calling. Morning, caller, bless up.
Yeah, blessings, General.
How things?
Most things balance, man. Looking forward to Tuesday. But, listen, the comments and see certain thing where I say. And the thing is, I understand your perspective, and to some degree, I understand the call them perspective. But your perspective will a lot more weight. Because, one, we don't really have a foundation or a project at this point to pursue anyone, right?
Agree.
So we depend upon the player's raw passion and desire. Now, the thing is, what is the player passion? Is his passion, do the player have a passion to do the impossible? Right? What is the impossible? To take an underdog country like Jamaica for the second time to the greatest show on earth. Or is his passion is to play for a ready-done team, a gold mine, then so to speak. England who always a walk guy World Cup. Depending on your goal. You understand? Some people goal is just to win the World Cup. And they tell themselves that they have a better chance at winning if they play for England. Now, some players' dream is to do the impossible. Because we have some baller, big club call them, and a little club call them, and you look on you and say, if
Project.
Norwich City, I mean Norwich City finished top 4, would that be legendary?
Yeah, take up a project.
Yes, but if I figure out Man City, every year basically Man City win the Premier League most of the time, so that is just routine for Man City. You understand? So we need people who can sell something to the player. Do you have a dream? Alright, a lot of time we have a dream, right? And we sit down and a man can come and say, listen up, I can give you a dream, but it won't totally deteriorate your dream. What it will do is enhance your dream. Because your dream is to play for England and win the World Cup. Jamaica too is a colony of England. Which you think would be a great accomplishment? To take Jamaica to the knockout stages of the World Cup where anything can happen, you can't even win it. Or to take England and England, chances are they might even fall out of the round of 16, brother.
Yeah, agree.
Anything can happen.
But
if you even take Jamaica
to the World Cup, you become a legend already. You left a legacy.
You understand? And you go win the hearts of people, and then you go say, now you have the opportunity now to sell a platform to the rest of upcoming players who can play for Jamaica, who born in other countries. When them see you, Mr. Tony, come set that legacy there, a lot more will want to come for Jamaica, and chances are in the future when you are retired, you're going to be a part of the core, you're going to be a part of the board, you're going to be one of them who make decisions, and chances are you may be able to make Jamaica be a country that consistently and habitually go into the World Cup. So you have to know how to sell player these things.
Agree. I just saying it's like a marketing strategy. I think we lack that department in that area and everything. We can't sell a project to players, but maybe we are improving in that area because to get a coach like Hallgrimsson, we must have sold him an ideology, a project going forward. So maybe the coach now that we have can sell that project. Maybe the coach we have right now can sell that ideology to the players. So maybe we might get more players extremely interested when speaking to this coach in perspective. Said, okay, so this is what we want to do. Our main aim is to make it to the World Cup and see what we can achieve after that and be competitive. Listen to this now. If we make it to the World Cup, this will be the second time this country have ever done that. And your name will be written in the Hall of Fame for this country and global football. Versus, you get called up for the country and there's a strong possibility, yes, you might be good enough. When you look at what's happening and how the things structure, you might not even make the World Cup squad. Then what? You just you play a few games, a few friendlies, and then that's it for you. No one remember you. And then you would just have a player who once represented that. So definitely,
man.
it can be, we can be that we probably get better in that department. So let's see. I think the coach has a lot to do with it. So let's see what this coach can do. Now, look at this now. This is the reason why I said the project of youth, for me, I think is the best way forward. When you can approach the youngsters, I think we have a stronger chance getting some of these younger players between the age of 15 to 20. We can get some of these younger players from between that age group to represent Jamaica quite easier. So what we can do, we can seek out the elite talent, anywhere where them are playing in the world at that age group and build the foundation from there going forward. It might sound stupid, it might not make no sense, but in my perspective, from somebody who's been around many coaches, many top coaches, people, let me tell you something. I have a discussion with even UEFA pro licensed coach who in a Jamaica, they don't work with the JFF, but they're in a Jamaica, and them said when them not do for them course in a Belgium, or one do a Belgium, one in course a Belgium, and one in course a Italy, one a film course. It means when they do film courses, every team there, so their main focus is starting from the younger youths right up, because that builds an identity, that builds a philosophy, that builds everything that you want of a team. So I think, in my perspective, the best route for Jamaican football is to start at the young stage. We can pick players from all over the world and put them together and just believe that they're not gonna be successful, and it's just not gonna happen. What did I for years? The only thing we have never done is building a team. We have done everything else other than building a team.
Alright, what you say a fact. Alright, I'm a Barcelona fan, but you know we are going to support team who can like positional football, so me not just support a team, me go and support coaches like Arteta, Ten Hag, Klopp, Guardiola, can me like certain type of football. Thing what me I show you, big as Barcelona was, Barcelona fall from cloud 9 over recent times. What them did have to draw to?
The youth them.
The Pedris.
Yeah, man.
Now, them with a hunter left back and can't find none. Who are turn up for you? I look at 18 year old. Alejandro Balde.
Yeah, but remember, say, Frimpong, what the youth name, man? A Frimpong in name?
Repeat?
The left back, man, the have one left back, or what they draw the man? Junior Frimpong name.
Junior Firpo from Jamaica.
Exactly. Firpo was sitting in there for a while as well. I remember say them time Simo there was on a young youth them were come through as well. So them still look at it now. Look how Barca gone. Look at Barca squad right now. Whole for young youth.
Alright, what Barca do? Xavi come in. First you get a proper coach. Now why you think the young youth then could have do it for Barca? It's not because a raw talent, those kids come up in La Masia through a system of play.
The Barca way.
No. Yeah, so the board will come in, him know the system, so him get a coach now who play in the system and understand the system, who can integrate the youth them, because I know say, alright, them young, alright now, we're not in a position at this point if we sign a superstar, because we broke. What I can do now is to take a coach who know the system, who can bring the young youth them in the system and hopefully something could happen. Now, we finish second. You understand? Now what happen now? Money start coming away. Now player now start rush out. If a ball look and say, them the little regret there. Can make Barca finish second. And me look, when I look Lewandowski gone there. So couldn't they go decide, you know, I'm not going to really bother Chelsea.
Exactly. Because something I build.
Yes, so when you have Jamaica now, here next thing too, when bad man initiate people in them gang, a young youth, them start from you know. You know, see no bad man go for no man with a 40, I say, oh, you want to join me gang. Them start persuade the youth them from them young. So you know, say by the time them get on 20, a seasoned bad man, them baptizing a badness, them can't turn again. A dead, happy dead, a prison.
Yeah.
You understand? So what you do now, when them young, because we have a sense of bend the tree from it young, you start persuade them, sell them Jamaica from them young. So listen, we understand, so we don't represent the three lions, you know. But we have a place named Land of Food and Water. I am sure which is the greater achievement.
Alright, so
bad man if you beat up one look man like we have beat up people on the road.
Alright, so before me close off, because I have to go now, because I have to go on the road. I have a last thing to say. I have met with a lot with the under 20 players, right? The,
Yeah.
that is the reason why I have high praises for the players them. That is the reason I have high praises for the players them. Jamar Clark, Boise Clark, the fast on them man, the fast on them man, the fast on people, Tyler Roberts. I've sit down with all of the under 20, most of them, well, all of them, even sometimes 1v1 I have reason with them. The man them love Jamaica. Every chance they get, a Jamaica then confident holiday, a Jamaica then come to spend their time. They love Jamaica. So represent Jamaica is a passion for them. So when we catch them at that age and develop that love in the culture for them, develop the love with them bond with them of the other players them, when we catch them at that young age, they grow with that love. Every time they're eager to come back here because they know the boy, when he can't break, me can go over my auntie, I go get some nice food, me can go downstream one of them places, I go enjoy myself a little bit. They love that. The project is sold to them. Omar Hutchinson come to Jamaica regular. Kiddo Taylor Art come to Jamaica regular. These young kids love Jamaica, and these young kids, you know, are at the brink of hitting stardom. So when we catch these young kids at that level, imagine when we have these kids playing for us. And by the time they turn 21, 22, they might stardom. I turn superstar all over the globe. Imagine the amount of talent. Imagine the level of the squad we're going to have. Just imagine. Anyways, I have to go close off now, because I have to go run, I have to go grab a few things, so I can get some water, a little bit more. But Carla, who may I talk to?
Yeah, man, you can call me Dylan, man.
Oh, Dylan. All right, big up Dylan. Massive respect for calling, yeah? May I close off now?
Yeah, man. Alright, big up.
People in the comment section, as you can see, my battery there. Anyways, as you can see, people, my project, you know, my project, what make it exact? My project is Project Youth. No matter what you want to say, I'm always badding for Project Youth. Go with you. You see the under 20 team? Can tell you. Me a coach, but that chance the under 20 team, I'm playing in the Nation League. We might get battered, you know. But I tell you, I saw me a bill. As Mr. Still, I can be wrong, people. I can be wrong, but I strongly believe that if we want to build something, that is the route how we can build. We can build a really talented squad. Imagine all the names that they just called. 4 years from now, just a last thing this may say, no, people. Kiddo Taylor Art, Omar Hutchinson, Lambisika, Luke Bradley Morgan, Wells, Tyler Roberts, Shad James, Boise Clark, Jamar Clark. Imagine these kids, 4 years from now, at age 21, 22. Then the time that them a fly in them respective league, a fight for first team football, or playing first team football at their respective clubs. And that point in time, we are set up ourselves to go a World Cup. Or in a World Cup qualifiers. Just imagine, people. Imagine the squad we would have. Just imagine. Anyways, big up people. I want to say thank you very much, people, for turning out. Really appreciate people. I forgot now, guys. We are 3 likes away from 100. That's only one. We just want to hit 100 likes. We have no problem. Once they hit 100 likes, we're good people. Just 3 likes, people. Just 3 persons touching the like button, and definitely we would appreciate it, people. Thank you very much, people. I will see you guys again next time. Enjoy the rest of the day, people. And people, please stay safe. Tropical storm out there, people. Stay safe. Guys, just give me the 2 likes now. Just give me the 2 likes and then let me close off. That's all. Alright, boom. Reach 100 likes. See you guys again. Until next time, people. MG Sports TV. As you can see, but you're dead. Big up, people. We're out.